Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. H22. I just got done making my own conversion harness. This is for my distributor. Floor it. Watch out. Got my coil on plug kit laid out, and I'm about to install it to Miley. Today's episode is not about how to install one of these, but to share you my experience, how I acquired this kit. I've had this for about 3 or 4 years ago, I believe, and I was using this on my H22 turbocharged motor that I have on my CD5 Accord way back when. It's been a long time. I actually forgot that I have this, not until someone have mentioned something about why I'm not too hype on a coil on plug kit conversion. But I have mentioned that I own one of these on a recent episode when I was making my turbo manifold. Yeah, I should have used that coil on plug kit on the second time that I went to a dyno, like a retune session. I think maybe it's because of I'm well aware that the OE distributor is capable of giving the spark so I can attain the power that I wanted on this motor. And also the previous motor that I have on here, I actually made like 460 using the OE distributor. So that's how I found out that coil on plug kit versus the OE distributor is not really that far away. Maybe in some aspect it gives a whole lot of power. Maybe some other users they have learned that yeah, it gives them a whole lot of power using the coil on plug kits. But this is just my opinion. Maybe in some other aspect that it does give you a good power. It gives you maybe a fuel economy. But on a build like this, we don't really care about fuel economy anyway. What we wanted on this motor really is just that brute force behind the steering wheel. And also it doesn't change the fact that I still have to gap the spark plugs. Because when I was using this, I gapped the plugs to about 18,000 just to prevent any blowout. And on this motor, I think I got this one to about 20,000 because it's less power. Yeah, those things. They were claiming that this will give you a big spark, and yet you still have to gap your spark plug. I'm not bashing this product or anything like that. I'm just giving you my experience, what I think about it. Okay. So anyway, allow me to share to you how I acquired this kit. I know some of you guys probably have the same fate like me. I got this from Burton Racing, and I purchased it together with the option of have them to install the electronic board on the ECU. So I sent it to them, and it took about 2 weeks to retrieve it back. And right away, put it on, and the engine will not start. So I was communicating with them through the phone and instructing me, you know, like the grounding wire has to be on the distributor side. Do not install this on the thermostat housing and all that. And also the two connectors has to be put on the harness and all that. And make sure to put on the shrink tube that they provided and all that. And it still doesn't work. They were telling me that I have aftermarket distributor and it's not compatible to their electronic board. But it took a compromising proposition from me to convince them that they need to check the electronic board that they put on. I have told them that I'm not asking for a money back. All I'm asking was, let me enjoy your product. That is all I'm asking. I just want to get my engine running. So I returned everything. Took about a month and a half to finally get this thing together. Cut the story short, I got the motor running, but it was misfiring. I have found out that the pin, the wire is coming off. Yeah, it wasn't crimped correctly, but no biggie. All it needed for me is to depin it and crimp it back on, secure it in place and put it back in, and no problem ever since. And that is what I have experienced acquiring this coil on plug kit. Power wise, I could not really tell if there's any difference at all, because like I said earlier, that the conventional distributor made more power when I have this. Fuel economy wise, like I said earlier, we don't really care much about fuel economy when it comes to a build like this. And for some of you guys that wanted to make your own DIY conversion harness, just make sure that you have all your color coding correctly. I've had this for quite some time now, but still, when I was making this, I still have to make sure, verify each wire are going and terminated to the correct location. Yeah, it's very tedious work. Yeah, but we will find out later on if I did this wiring correctly. Let's put this bad boy on. You can see the slots on the cam. It's a little bit offset, so I have to set this in a way where it will line up like so. Put on the bolts. I'm gonna leave it loose where I can rotate it. Now the question will arise, how do you time this thing? You do it just like the old one, where you have the alligator clip from your time light, clip it on the number 1 harness, and basically it's the same process. Okay, and then remember the spades. The grounding wire, I'm gonna put it on this side. I'll put it here on top rather than the bottom side. Easy access. I'm gonna set it right at the middle for now. Next is the harness, the one from the cabin, which is right here, and that will be simply connected like so, right there. And the spade. Okay, the skinny one is for the skinny side. Fat one goes to the fat one. Okay, like so. All right. That will take care of the security not being pulled. Now I have to connect my harness now. Boom. And this one goes here. Boom. All right, we'll tuck this in later and secure the ground wire before I start. If I need to adjust it, maybe later on I will. Using the time light, I need to get the engine warm to at least 185 degrees, normal operating temperatures. But the most important thing right now is make sure that it will start. And this one right here, it needs to be plugged in to this. Right there, just like that. Alright, only thing left is start it up. Well, you know, before I start this, let me show you how I'm going to secure this in place. Since I don't have the holder for it, the plate is with this right there. For some of you guys that wanted to use the original cover, and this is what I did at the bottom. I put some silicone on there. I put the silicone on there, let it rest for a while till it becomes tacky, where the outside is a little bit dry, like it'll be mushy, right? It'll be soft. You could it'll be like a sponge. Smear some Vaseline on there and also onto this so it would not stick, and press it on there while it's still tacky and left it on there. And after it had dried and everything, and that's what it looked like. So it's up to you if you want to use those the plate on there or just do it like this. I kind of like using the OE cover. Yeah. Alright, so let's start this bad boy and we'll see if I did a good job. I'll tidy this up later on after. Okay? Double check. Make sure everything is connected. Okay. Alright, it worked. Don't worry about that ticking sound. That's just a piston slap. Make sure there's no check engine light. That will be an indication. Alright, the CEL is not on, so meaning it's good. Okay. I'm gonna let this thing warmed up a bit. But just to give you what I'm going to do next is let me get my my timing light. This is what I'm going to do next. When the engine goes to operating temperatures, I have said earlier that the question was, how do you set your ignition timing? So it will be the same like how you do it conventionally. Clip it on like so, just like before on the number one. And then I will set this at 16 degrees and put the light on there. As you can see, it's off a little bit, right? About 116. It will change once the engine warms up to about the normal operating temperature. And that's something that I will do later on. Loosen the bolt, turn the distributor, advance or retard till I get those dash line aligned, and then secure it in place. And then for now, this will go like so. And this is where I end this episode. Make sure to hit that like button and leave a comment, and I'll see you guys on the next. Bye everyone. Later.